Teapots, a little bit further detail here. So what I'm looking for, you'll need a single kettlebell or dumbbell. It doesn't really matter. I like the kettlebell because it's not going to roll in my hand. It's just going to stay nice and stable, especially if I'm pairing it with something that's got a lot of grip. We are focusing on getting some really good side bending in. So we want to make sure we're staying purely in this plane. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see staying purely in this like frontal plane where we're moving side to side. We don't want to start introducing any twisting here. So a couple of cues to make sure that that doesn't happen. Both heels stay flat, both knees stay straight. So dumbbell in my hand, I'm coming down my side, back up. So I'm keeping my heels flat, my knees stay straight. The other portion here that's going to be super important is that the head needs to come with us. So now I'm going to face the camera. The head and the eyes need to follow the line and like the angle that our sternum is relative to the floor. So the cue I give usually is dump water out of your ear. If you had water in that right ear, dump, back to tall. Dump the water, back to tall. If you want to cue people to do the extra pull, you can, absolutely up to you. But you're doing plenty, just getting them to get a good stretch through that opposite oblique. The other thing is the hips will do a tiny bit of shifting. Okay, so what we don't want is like someone like just basically throwing their head out over their foot. Notice what I'm doing now with my left foot. Right now I've taken all the tension really off of this side, and I'm really just making this like a single leg stance exercise. So both heels stay flat. You'll notice I'm kind of pushing that hip away, right? Making sure I'm keeping a little bit of pressure through that opposite side heel. That's going to help us even further open up, kind of like separate the rib cage and the pelvis there, so to get a good stretch to that oblique.